You've been told your whole life that it takes money to make money. It doesn't. And that lie is exactly why most people stay broke. I'm going to show you the 4-step ladder system. Certain wealthy people used to go from zero wealth into real, lasting wealth. Starting with a first step that needs no money of your own, no license, and no assets. By the end of this video, you'll have the entire roadmap the wealthy actually use. Plus, you can request a free written guide to start the ladder climb today. So let's start with why most people never get ahead. Most of us were taught to save our way to wealth. Save a little of our paycheck every month, invest it for the long term, wait a long time, and just hope it adds up. Or we wait around for one big lucky break that never really comes. Wealthy people who came from nothing do something completely different. They don't leap, they climb, and every step they take pays for the very next one. Now here's the part that changes everything. At the start, you don't need to own anything to make money from it. You just control the right deal, then push your profit up to the next rung of the ladder. So what are the 4 steps? I'm going to walk you through all 4, plus the machine that can help run them for you. Alright, step 1. Control the deal. This is the rung that needs no money and no license in most places. Here's how it actually works. You find a house that someone needs to sell fast at a discount. Maybe they fell behind on payments or job loss. Maybe they inherited a place they never wanted that wasn't maintained. Maybe they didn't keep up with normal repairs or standard upgrades. Your first job. You lock it up with a simple contract that lets you pass it along for a profit. You simply sell that assignable contract to an investor who pays you a fee. And that fee is often worth thousands of dollars. Sometimes more than 10,000. You never bought the house. You never fixed a single thing. You controlled the right to buy it and passed it on for a check. Treat the assignable contract as an asset whose value diminishes the longer you keep it. Now, stick with us to the end of this video to find out how to get our free guide on how to find and acquire discounted properties without using your own money. And learn how to actually take your first step to building a wealth machine. No money of your own, no license, no property required. You might be wondering, is that even allowed? In most places, yes, as long as you follow your local rules. So check your local rules or laws. When you have low to no funds, this is the rung that pays for every rung above it. Master this one first, and the whole ladder opens up. The plan? You sell your contracts for a profit and keep saving those funds until you get enough to do step 2. Once you start making real profits, you can hire people to do some of these tasks for you to multiply your earnings potential. Okay, step 2. Use other people's money. Now you take those fees you saved in step 1 and step up the profits you can make. This time you buy the house, fix it, and sell it for a bigger profit. But you still don't even need the total purchase price plus renovation cost to do this deal. Instead, you use other people's money. You will need some down payment money to get fair rates. You borrow what you need from a private lender, a hard money lender, or a bank that funds the deal. You line up your contractor and your real estate agent before you ever close. In fact, you should already have a good idea who to hire after going through step 1. And why the rush? Because every day you own it, interest is quietly eating your profit. Bigger risk on this rung, but a much bigger reward. And remember, you learned the game on step 1 without risking a dime. So by the time you get here, you already know how deals work. The plan? You flip for a profit and keep saving until you have enough to do step 3. Some investors skip step 3 and go straight to step 4. You decide when the time is right. For this step, I partnered with a general contractor so he had skin in the deal. That gave him urgency to finish repairs faster because time is money with loan interest eating profits. I gave him his normal fee plus a profit split, and it minimized my risk of losing on the deal, and it let me do more deals. Now, step 3, become the bank. Let me ask you something. What if you could make money without swinging a hammer or finding a single deal? That is exactly what this rung is. Now, your money goes out and works for you. You lend to other flippers and they do all the hard work and take on most of the risk. You collect interest and fees along the way, then you get your money back fast and lend it right out again. The same money makes you more money, paying you every time, and secured by the real estate. The faster it comes back, the faster you lend it out and the faster your profits grow. This is where your money finally starts outworking you. The plan? Fund other investors' flips several times a year and keep saving until you have enough for step 4. Okay, step 4. Own what pays you while you sleep. This is the top of the ladder. You buy things that pay you every month, whether you show up or not. Rental houses, small apartment buildings, a little commercial space, or you buy a business that already makes money. Have you ever noticed how the wealthy always seem to own things? This is why. This is the real definition of wealth. Money that shows up while you sleep. And you can buy income-producing assets with the bank's money. This is where you multiply your assets. Use the income from the assets to pay off the bank. Then use those assets as collateral to buy more, again with the bank's money. This is the velocity of money effect. When the income pays off the bank and still puts money in your pocket, you are running your own wealth machine. Now, here's the part almost nobody teaches. Each of those 4 steps could easily become a full-time job. But now, you let smart software run the boring parts for you. Finding deals, sorting your leads, writing the outreach, crunching the numbers, and more. For do-it-yourselfers, AI tools like Claude and Cowork can handle most of that for pocket change. Or there are AI tools for those willing to spend thousands a month on subscriptions. But the main point is each rung keeps earning while you climb the next one. That turns 4 individually profitable steps into a machine that practically runs itself. And that machine is the difference between a side hustle and real generational wealth. So there it is, the whole climb. From zero to your first contract, to flips, to lending, to owning assets that pay you and your family for generations. All of it eventually run by a system that works while you rest. You don't need money to start. You need the first rung and the will to climb. Stick around as I give you the key to get our guide, how to find and acquire discounted properties without using your own money. What's inside the guide? 1. The 7 signs a property is truly discounted, so you spot motivated sellers before anyone else. 2. Where to find these deals for free, plus the low-cost channels that scale as you grow. 3. The simple deal math. What a house is worth, what repairs cost, and the most you can offer. 4. 5 ways to control a property without ever buying it yourself. 5. How to lock up a deal with an assignable contract the right way. 6. Where to actually sell your contract for a fee, and how to make the deal stick. 7. The legal guardrails that keep you compliant from your very first deal. And 8. A first-week action plan so you take your first real step right away. Before we give you access to our free guide, the Laws for Wealth channel wants to thank SaneBox for sponsoring this video. Look, you already know how overwhelming an out-of-control inbox feels. With all the emails we get every single day, it adds up fast. SaneBox fixes that. It lets you train your inbox to sort your emails, saving you real time every day. It's an AI-powered tool that learns which emails actually matter to you, and it quietly moves everything else out of your way. So your inbox only shows you what needs your attention right now. No more digging through promotional noise to find the one message you needed. SaneBox works with whatever email you already use. Gmail, Outlook, Apple Mail. And it sets up in just a few minutes. There's a link in the description and pinned comment for a free trial so you can see for yourself before spending a cent. Now, let's get back to it. If you want the exact playbook for that first step, I've got you. How to find and lock up discounted properties without using your own money. I put the whole thing into a free written guide. Here's how to grab it. First, subscribe so you catch the deep dives coming on every single rung. Then just comment one word below, ladder, and I'll have my AI agent send the guide straight to you. That's it. Comment ladder and go start your own wealth machine. Now step 1 is where every dollar on this ladder begins, and I already made the walkthrough guide for you. In the next video in the Ladder System series, I show how someone with no money and no license could line up their very first contract and actually get paid. Real steps, real-world numbers. And I give you contract templates with checklists on how to fill them out. So subscribe right now and don't miss our free video series that other people pay tens of thousands of dollars to learn. You just completed Rung 1, Episode 1. Next is Rung 1, Episode 2. Don't miss it.